What's up, guys? Welcome. Thank you for watching. This is our first real video. We truly are average dads. It's Snowman and Cage, and we decided to start this channel, and we thought we could be helpful. We're PlayStation console players, and we see a lot of videos of people talking about what's meta, what's not, and sometimes it could be a little discouraging because you can't get some of the weapons, you can't get some of the gear, or maybe you don't have 500 hours a week to play, and it's absurd. So we thought we would make something of our own, and this is our first one. We don't have graphics, we don't have anything like that. I'm doing all this live right now, but I'm hoping that my game knowledge might kind of outweigh that to get us started. Anyway, this started as a top 10 list, and it really turned into more of a just a more useful weapons that are in the game right now list, I guess. And I don't know, everything's attainable. You can get it. There are some exotics, and there's some exotic quests, but they're all available, and nothing's crazy. You can do it in a couple hours for each one. And I don't know. I guess I'll just get started with it and just see how this goes. There's no order here. At the end, there's a little bit of an order, I think, in the back of my mind right now, but we'll get to that. One of my most useful weapons of the season is Night Watch. I love the gun. If you can get one with explosive payload, just use it. It's great, and it works with overload champions. It gives you some distance with enemies, and it's just an all-around good gun. You can use it in some of the Nightfalls that have overloads. It's just awesome. Speaking of overloads, another gun is Divinity. This is the hardest to get weapon on my list. Again, you can do it. You have to run Garden, but this is so important in the raid right now that you have a Divinity guy on your team, and also with the high-end Nightfalls, you need it. So try and get it. If you have that in your arsenal, you're good. From there, we can talk about hand cannons. Everyone's talking about hand cannons, and they're the meta right now, but us being on console, I don't agree with that personally. I use hand cannons, but they're not like my go-to gun. True prophecy right now. Everyone's saying that this thing with time payload is just, it's amazing. I personally hate it. I hate the recoil. I don't hate it. I can use it. It's just a different play style. For PvE, which is what my main focus is, I'm looking for 7th Seraph revolvers with time payload on it. So time payload and any other perk is good. I don't have it on my account, but threat detector time payload is really good. I just got this pulse monitor one, and I've been running that, and it's really good. Another hand cannon, if you're running the raid, is Posterity. It's real. My controller drift. Let's see, Reconstruction Demolitionist. I got lucky and got this roll. This is an unbelievable gun right now. It's so fun to use. It's awesome. So if you can't get one, get it. It doesn't have a bad roll. Whatever you get is going to be good. I can promise you. Seasonal hunts, friction fire, anti-barrier. It's just, you can farm this right now, and it's a great gun. I like threat detector on a lot of my weapons, so threat detector rampage is my personal god roll, I would say. You can also get this thing. It rolls with subsistence and wellspring. That's an awesome roll. You're getting your abilities back, and it's good all around. I'll talk really quick about Lament. Just get it. It's almost broken. It's so good. If you know how to use it, it's an amazing weapon right now. It's one of the best in class. And if you don't want to use the exotic slot, Fallen Guillotine, I know you have one. If not, it's dropping all the time, at least for me. So just get one. Relentless Strikes, Whirlwind Blade is what you're looking for. Just masterwork it and keep it. It's going to be good for a while. Eyes of Tomorrow. I'm just kidding. I don't expect anyone to use that. Let's see. Oh, Xenophage right here. There's a quest. It's not long. You could find it online and just run the quest. It takes a couple hours tops. There's even some glitches to it to not even deal with some of the enemies and stuff like that. So this is a weapon that you can run all the time. You could run it for anything. Strikes, Gambit, whatever you want. And it's so useful for just about anything. Heritage. If you're running the raid and you get lucky, you're going to get this Reconstruction Recombination. It's awesome. And this is my loadout right now. Let's see. I run Lament, Aquilos, and Heritage, and I don't take this off. This is just what I run for almost everything right now. If you don't have Heritage, another slug shotgun you can get right now is first in, last out. It's still dropping. If you have one in your vault from last season, you're looking for this right here. You're looking for Corkscrew, Assault, Auto Loading, and Vorpal. Throw a boss spec on there, and I even have, I got lucky, I got Range Masterwork, so that's a god roll, a true god roll. It's a great gun all around. It's just, you could use it for the boss. You can run double shotguns, and it's so good with throw Anarchy in there, and you're all set. Anarchy. If this was a top 10 list, Anarchy would be my number 2, I think. It's just so good. Another gun like Xenophage that you can use for everything. You can just keep it on, run strikes, run whatever, and it's good. Top 10 list, my number 1. Right here. The Aquilos SMG. It's the best gun in the game. I don't care what anyone says. It's just so good. It doesn't have a bad roll. I've been testing out other rolls lately. Threat Detector Surrounded is what people consider a god roll. And it's so good. This gun, Seraph rounds, Corkscrew, Threat Detector, Surrounded. It's amazing. The other rolls, Threat Detector, Demolitionist, that's what I run with this build right here when I'm running Controverse and Void, Top Tree. It works with, it's not just for Warlocks, you can run that with anything. I also tried out Pulse Monitor Vorpal, and I'm not really into Vorpal. It works on champions and stuff, but for regular ad clear, it really slows your reload speed down because you're losing these other perks and stuff. I guess if you got Threat Detector and Vorpal, you'd be alright. But I still think personally, for what an SMG is used for, you're going to go for Threat Detector Surrounded or Demolitionist, and it's going to be more useful. That's going to be your main ad clear weapon. You're going to use it all the time, and you're just not going to take it off. I'm going to switch characters since I'm doing this live. And just talk about a couple more guns. One that I don't have on my account right now is I don't have a good Deafening Whisper. Ultimatum added that to the list, and that was a great idea because there's a rule for that. I believe it's Ambitious Assassin and Wellspring you can get right now, and this is totally farmable through the hunts. And I can even look if I have one right now. That would be awesome. No, I don't have one. Anyway, so you can get that through the hunts, and that really doesn't have a bad roll either. It's such a good gun. The last couple of guns I wanted to talk about was Cold Front you can get right now. Underdog Surrounded I got. It's that gun doesn't have a bad roll either. Everything's good about it. It's the same RPM as an Aquilos. It's a little less stable, but it's really good, and it fits in the kinetic slot, so it's great. 7th Seraph is dropping right now, the sidearm. I got full auto, which makes it so you don't have to keep tapping the button over and over, and it works really good. Auto rifles are still pretty good. Gnawing Hunger is great for ad clear. Right here with Subsistence and Kill Clip, it's awesome. Summoner, no, you got to be sweaty balls to get that, so I'm not going to talk about it. But that's pretty much it. You can run anything. People talk about meta and they think that you have to do it, but I just don't. I just gave you a list of 15 guns you can use, and you could call any of them meta because they're all freaking amazing. So I say use whatever you want and whatever you have fun with. I mean, if you don't like SMGs, don't run Aquilos. You don't have to run it. Like this week's Nightfall, Risk Runner is amazing. You don't take arc damage using that pretty much, and it's all arc, and especially the floors at the end. And if you don't like it, though, don't use it. It might be useful, but you can still do all the content with just about any gun. But anyway, thanks for checking us out, and we will talk to you again. Thanks.